another question, and then we can go into some demos, and you can do some pushing and pulling and kind of demonstrate your method. But let's see, do I need to clean off the flux before I putty lead cane, or will the flux come off while I'm
No, you
doing
should.
the
If you're
putty?
going to do the lead cane, you should always spray the window down with glass cleaner and eliminate the flux, because you should be using. If you're using ruby flux, it's water based, so you can clean it up with glass cleaner and then you can putty it. That's the way to do it. And definitely, guys, don't leave your flux on your window overnight. Okay, you really don't want to do that. That's it just leaves a mess for you to clean up the next day. So.
Karen, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Karen
you,
just
Karen.
made a donation through Venmo.
Thank you, Karen.
Thank you, Karen. We love you.
Hang on. Let's get
Hang
Karen
on.
rolling here.
Let's get Karen
Boom,
some.
there she goes.
Wait a minute. I gotta do something too. Golly,
Barb's got to do something.
I gotta do something. What am I gonna do?
Oh,
There we go.
that's it. That's it.
What?
Julie, I know. I was thinking, because my son-in-law, Jason, and I'm glad you're doing better, Jason, if you're tuning in tonight.
Oh,
That is good. Don't Willie McNilly it.
okay, that's a good
That's
one.
it. We're going to get a shirt with that on it. Don't Willie McNilly it.
Do not, Willie.
Do
make
not
it.
Willie McNilly.
Thank you, Karen.
And thank you, Julie.
And Julie,
that's
thank
a
you.
good say. There are saying, see, sometimes Barb and I, well,
We forget what we say.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, I was gonna say I wasn't gonna throw Barbara in that. I forget. I know that. So, but yeah, we don't want to.
Don't Willie McNilly.
Don't Willie McNilly it. Oh,
Okay.
yeah,
That'll be the next one.
that's good. Willie McNilly.
Willie McNilly.
Willie McNilly. ARTyRV.
Okay.
I love it, y'all. I love this color, and I first saw this color on Susan Weisenberger. And I thought to myself, I came home and I told Barb, I said, I want a purple one, please.
I think I'm going to change the lettering to white, though.
Yeah,
I think it would
this
show
white.
up
Yeah,
better.
I think, cause see how the white shows up on the navy hoodie. That's
Yeah, this
really
is
pretty.
navy. It's not black. I
Right.
really like it a bunch. Okay, we are going to go to the close-up, and then we'll come back
And we'll answer some more questions.
and we'll answer some more questions because we got a lot of questions here, but we are going to go to the close-up.
Yeah, so just the last question that I just saw is, Ed, do you cut on the pattern on the light box? Yes, I do. And what I do, those of you that are taking the lead class this weekend, I'm going to teach you how to, we're going to make a pattern. We're going to get in there. We're going to get on the light box, and we're going to use the old English method of working with art glass on the light box. Now, there are a couple of advantages by having a light box, whether you use a pattern or you cut the pattern itself right on top of the light box, is that you can turn the glass and turn it the way you want it, which direction, all that stuff. So I'm going to share, this glass right here, this is a Wismac, okay? And so the answer to your question is when I am scoring the glass and I'm cutting a straight line, and this is from cutting large pieces of glass, 10, 11, 12 feet long, you can't push that, so you have to pull it. And you have to walk at the same time. It's kind of like patting your head, chewing gum, rolling your belly, and doing all those crazy things all at one time. But this is what I do. When I'm cutting straight lines, and this is my best friend right here, my square, and we'll be learning how to use this in March's class, y'all. We're gonna learn how to use all the tools. Here we go. So I'm gonna depress the head, and you can hear that. And what we're gonna do, because I just pulled that, so this is the hot end, and we're gonna take that, and I'm gonna use my running pliers. Now you see that I'm not going all the way up here like that. That's too much stress on the pliers, and they're not gonna work correctly. But if you take and go on about the depth of your rubber grommet there, and press and squeeze, that will come out. Now the reason you didn't hear this score that loud, y'all, is you see all those colors that are stacked up in there? You got whites and greens, and normally greens are soft, but what you're going to, because there's so much white involved in this, that it's a very dense glass. So if I had to, now this is the piece of glass that I want, okay? And we're just gonna pretend I just laid my pattern on there and I just traced this out. So that I can see this the way that I need to see it, we're gonna push this. And then here we go. So you don't want to cut out here. This is your pattern. Your pattern is out here. You know, the outside of your marker is out here, but your pattern line is on the inside. So you want to take your cutter and you want to stay just against that black line. Remember, that black line is your pattern. If you're going to cut on the outside of it, guess what? You're going to have to grind it at least by 1/16 of an inch. Where is the fun in that? Okay? There's no fun in that. That's just more work for you. So we're gonna start the run from here because I just finished from here.
On the hot side.
I turned the glass around on the hot side. So here we go. We're gonna start a run. Let's listen for it. Ooh, I just ran it completely out. But this is a great opportunity. You see? You see that black line right there? This will fit the pattern now because I cut it correctly. So if I'd have cut on the other side of the black line, I'd be grinding all of this off. And you can see that. Let's get another color that you can see a little bit better. That's a gorgeous glass. And there's a piece of that going in this month's box. But let's do this so that everybody can see it, okay? So this is a Spectrum or an Oceanside. This is a 838.6. This is the deep one. And so again, this is an Oceanside 838. And we're going to draw our line. And I think you can be able to see this line a lot better. So that's the pattern that we want. We want this piece of glass right here. So again, here we go. You can see this much better. So you lay your cutter right up against the black line. And this isn't a race, everybody. This is what you want, is you want to be able to score this glass and you want to stay right up against that line so that you don't have to grind it so much. Good Lord. We just got to run. See that? So now I can come in here and now our run is right here. So I'm going to stay behind my run. Don't go in front of your run because then you're trying to break it in two directions. But if you get behind your run, my knuckle right here is going underneath of this and I'm going to pull down and it ran a little bit more. And now because my knuckle doesn't extend like that, I'm just going to use my index finger and I'm going to chase it a little bit further and then we'll finish. So now what you see when you're done cutting your pattern, that black line needs to be showing on the piece of glass you don't need. It doesn't need to be on this piece. Any black line you put on this piece here, any black line that you put on this piece of glass is going to have to be ground. Okay, so that is not what you want to do. You're just making so much more work for yourself. Again, so here we go. We're just going to do this. Just like that. And now I want to keep this piece here. So we're just going to stay right against our black line. Just like that. Okay, we're going to turn this around. We're going to go from the hot side. Turn this around. We're going to start our run. And it may just run out. But here we go. just like that. So there we are again, guys. My black line is showing this piece of glass fits right to it. Boom, just like that. So when you're grinding and you're using your pattern, you've already used your pattern shears or you've used the razor blade trick, and it has deducted 1.5 mil times 2, which is 3 mil. And that 3 mil is the foil on this piece of glass and the foil on this piece of glass that allows them to fit together so that they look nice when you're done. You shouldn't have any gaps. You're going to have some gaps, but you don't need big ones. Big gaps cost money. Why? Because they take a lot of solder to fill up. So again, that's a 838.6, and this is a Oceanside, and I think we can get back to some questions, Barb, and then we'll come back and we'll work on that. I'll share that really pretty piece of bullseye that I have to share with you.
Okay, everyone, I put up the link to the American Glass Guild, so if you have any questions, just go there and give them a call if you need to find out more, because that's all the information we have. But there's the website, and you can go there, and I'm sure there's something on there about it. So let's see, everybody's interested in that.
Don't forget to subscribe, everybody.
Yeah, if you like what we're teaching and it means something to you and you've been learning things, please subscribe. It means a lot to us.
It does.
And we're trying to get to 50,000 members.
Right, and guys,
viewers,
hey,
subscribers.
we actually surpassed 35,000 subscribers on Sunday, and we just want to thank everybody for helping us do that. So our next goal is 50.
Yeah, our next goal is 50, and we also have a new goal. If you all want to give us super thanks or a super chat, or bring your question to the top.